Well, you've finally done it. You're Town Hall 7. And you have dragons? You must not be a noob anymore. Well, not necessarily true. Alright guys, putting this video together mainly for my clan to help us out in dragon attacks and war. Basically, since they added the new air defense and along with the air sweeper, Town Hall 7 is no longer an easy 3-star. When I was at Town Hall 7, although this is my second account here, when my main account was at Town Hall 7, basically you could drop dragons almost anywhere in the base, and you lightning at least one ARD, and you're almost guaranteed 3 stars. Not the case anymore. You definitely need to plan out your attacks and go in with a good strategy. So I think this is good, because by the time you get to Town Hall 8, you should be really good at your dragon attacks. Alright, so let's take a look at the first example here. This is actually a pretty easy base to attack. So, you got 2 air defenses up front that are pretty close to the outside walls, and you have 1 air defense in the back. Now, that tells you which side you want to attack from. You want to attack from the side closest to the air defense. So that back air defense, you want a lightning, 3 lightning spells. Now make sure you zoom in, because I've seen people miss. So it's just simple, take that extra 2 seconds, zoom in on that ARD, drop all 3, and continue on with your attack. You also see with this base though, the army camps are at the corners. Now sometimes you'll see builder huts out there. This is not a problem, but you need to take care of these first. You want to drop your dragons first on those outside army camps, and then you want to focus your attack in towards the center, okay? This is what I'm talking about when I say funnel the dragons. What is a funnel? A funnel is a triangle. You start out wide, then you come into the center, okay? So you want to force those dragons towards the air defense. So in this case, what's between those 2 air defenses? The wizard tower. So let's go ahead and watch this attack. So we're dropping 3 lightning spells on that back air defense, and then we're going to drop 1 dragon each on those army camps and let them take out those army camps. Alright, the 2 dragons took out the army camps in the corners, and now we're going to start our main attack. Got the Barb King going to kind of force the dragons in towards the center, drop the line of dragons to take out those targets on the outside, and then I drop most of the dragons in the center here, and they're going to target that wizard tower, and right next to the wizard tower is those air defenses, okay? So, as soon as the wizard tower is down, all the dragons and the balloons go straight towards the air defense, and now the dragons are free to clean up this base. The biggest threat to your dragons is air defense. You got to take them out quickly. Wiped out this base, 3 stars. Like I said, this was pretty easy. Let's move on to a couple war attacks. Here we have an attack by Jay. This is from a couple wars ago, and he did a really good job. So we're going to use his attack as one of the examples. He lightninged the back ARD, took care of that, and now he's going to drop a dragon on each of the builder huts before dropping his main force of dragons. Now, as you can see, there's a line of dragons going across this base, and the dragons are going to move from one side of the base to the other side of the base, and that's exactly what you want. You don't want your dragons crisscrossing a base, wasting time, getting separated, because they'll get picked off by air bombs or even a Tesla. So he did a really good job. He ended up having a dragon in the clan castle. Dragons in the clan castle work pretty well. Balloons sometimes work better. But this base was, this Town Hall 7 was I would say like mid-level, although his walls pretty much suck. But he did a really good job. Most of his dragons survived, and he drops his Barb King there at the end. But did a good job. 3 stars. Alright, this is an attack by Caden. He's a Town Hall 7. This is a classic example of a spread out base. And you'll see these bases a lot, even in Town Hall 8, where they'll try to fill up the whole war map. And A lot of times it's more deceiving to look at, and it's tough to kind of judge on how to attack these bases. Uh, Caden, although he ends up getting 3 stars, kind of went at this the wrong way. Um, you got to remember that dragons will attack the closest target. So that's why they end up going around this base, and without going towards the center and killing that air D, these dragons get taken on pretty quick. He got really lucky here. He's still at his king, and his king's down at the bottom, kind of clearing up some of those buildings. But those 2 dragons are going to move towards the center finally, but get taken out by the archer tower in that last air defense. Now, like I said, he gets really lucky with this base, and the dragon takes out that archer tower at the last minute, and there's no ground defenses to stop his Barb King from getting a 3 star. Like I said, he got really lucky here. I'm going to show you an example on how to properly attack this base. My Town Hall 7 account was matched up with this base. It's very similar to the base that I showed previously. And a lot of people get really confused when they see these style bases. And the thing that gets them is this little space between the walls. And when you drop your dragons, they just tend to go around this space, and that's because the dragons attack the closest target. So they end up going all the way around this base, and they get picked off. So when you attack this base, you want to take out these corners here, and then you want to try to take out as much of the sides as possible. That way, when you start your main attack, like say at these army camps, uh, your dragons basically have one way to go, and that's into the base. Alright, gonna go ahead and start my attack. Gonna lightning spell that back air D and attack closest to the other air defenses, which also works out because the air sweeper is facing that way. Now, I'm dropping my king at the top to funnel the dragons this time. A lot of people forget that you can use the king first, not just as cleanup. And I drop him at the top because there's no ground attack, defenses up there. The archer tower, there's no mortar or nothing that's going to get at him. So that's why I use him up top, and got 2 dragons going at the bottom to clear out the side and that little compartment off to the left. And king versus king over there is going on, and also the clan castle dragon came out. A whole bunch of dragons at the top there, and there's only one place for them to go. Now they're all grouped together at this point, which is usually bad, but in this particular base, it's good because it's going to clear out all those defenses very quickly, along with the clan castle dragon. If you look, basically all the dragons are in the center of that base, and they're clearing out all the defenses because that's where they all are. There's one down, on the bottom left-hand side, and he's still clearing out that little area over there. So basically, this attack went pretty well. There's a couple dragons left. They are not totally bunched up. There's one up at the top there working its way down. And like I said, you got to be patient with these style of attacks. You can't just drop all your dragons at once because you're really going to screw it up. So you have to be tactical. You have to drop 1 dragon at a time. Use your Barb King. Sometimes you can use 2 dragons in the corners, and that works out well too. But I like to use the Barb King as well. Alright, here's a Town Hall 8 attack. Now, Black Pawn is a new Town Hall 8 with level 2 dragons. And you'll see in the next clip why I'm using this particular replay. So, he lightning one of the air Ds, and he dropped his Barb King down at the bottom. And what he was trying to do is take out that air sweeper. But unfortunately, there's too much defense down there, and the king goes down before the air sweeper gets taken out. So this really kind of screws up his attack. That, and he forgets the little builder hut at the top. Now I got to say, this is Mr. P using Black Pawn's account here. So, Mr. P, shame on you, messing up this attack. All right, so a little late with dropping the clan castle balloons, but the dragons are working their way towards the air defenses. But the air defenses are pretty close to the center of this base, so they're really taking out these dragons pretty quickly. Now the loons are definitely helping out, but that air sweeper is screwing up this attack big time. So he's losing dragons pretty quickly. All the loons are gone. Little air bombs on the side. just making a mess of this attack. So he gets the Town Hall. He's got 50%. He's got 2 stars, and he's running out of time. And unfortunately, these dragons, they just they go down one by one, and he ends up running out of time on this attack. Oh man, a 91% 2-star. Okay, I'm going to use my Town Hall 7 account to clean up this base. Mr. P ran out of time because of that air sweeper. I'm going in from the bottom. Going to use the Barbarian King to clean up some of these little buildings on the outside and hopefully get my dragons closer to the defenses at the start of this attack. Going to lighten that back air D. I'm only dropping a couple dragons. I'm not dropping them all at once. Going to drop the clan castle balloons, get those going. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm slowly dropping a couple dragons at a time. Try to get them, as close as I can to those air defenses. And also realizing that the air sweeper is going to push them over a little bit. They're a little bit on the right side. But the air sweeper actually pushes a couple of them over. That works out great. Now all my dragons are in a nice line working their way across this base. The Barbarian King, he actually is still alive. That's alright, but he's going to get taken out pretty quick as soon as he gets down into that compartment. The dragons formed a pretty good line working their way across this base, but most of them end up going a little bit towards the south there and then kind of work their way counterclockwise. But that's okay because most of the defenses have already been taken out, and now they're just free to clean up all these little collectors and storages in the back there. They're going to hit these army camps and then head up to the builder hut, and then bam, 3 stars. Town Hall 7 taken out of Town Hall 8. Alright, here we have another Town Hall 7. This one is constructed where a lot of the stuff is kind of spread out. Now, if you look towards the center here, you have all your air defenses closely in the center. They're maxed out for Town Hall 7. So this is a problem for dragons. Now, you got all this crap on the outside that you need to take care of before you can actually start your attack. So let's go ahead and watch the replay here, and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, gonna drop some lightning spells on that back air D before we start our initial attack. Now we're going to create a funnel here because we want to get to those air defenses. We're going to do that by dropping a couple dragons at the top and the Barb King over towards the right. Now, my plan for this attack was hopefully that Barb King would clear out all those non-defensive buildings over there. That way the dragons would go straight towards the center. The Clan Castle Dragon came out. My 2 dragons up top are working on them. But the Barb King is taking his time, so I drop a couple dragons just to get rid of that army barracks there. So, now we're going to start our main attack. We're going to drop a line of dragons heading towards those air defenses. We're going to drop the clan castle balloons in line with those air defenses because you want them to target those first. Now, this attack worked out pretty well. The balloons went straight towards the air defenses, and the dragons are keeping a nice line across the base. The only thing that kind of sucked is I was hoping my Barb King would stay alive long enough to get that whole right side, but there's one army barracks there left, and the dragons will have to go back to that afterwards. So, but the dragons are staying in a good line going across this base. They're not bunching up too bad. That way they're not wasting time, all moving together. So they clear out the rest of these buildings. They head back, kill that one army barracks. 3 stars. This is just another example of how to funnel the dragons towards an air defense. Alright, I got 2 more replays to show you. I know this video is getting kind of long, but I want to show these last 2 attacks here. This is one that I wanted to show where you can capitalize on a poor base design. Now, this is a Town Hall 8. They got a really sucky design. It's basically garbage. And even though it's a new Town Hall 8, it should put up a better defense than this. But basically I sent the dragons in, took out the corner builder huts, and then took my time, dropping the dragons, making sure they clear out that route. So when I drop this mass of dragons down here, where are they heading? Straight to that air defense. So now there's 2 air defenses down because the clan castle balloons took out that air defense that was too close to the side. Got the Barb King going on the side to keep those dragons towards the center. And this is another easy win for a Town Hall 7. So when you're planning out your attacks, look at the base. Sometimes people just, I don't know, make a war base and just really don't think about it too much, and you can capitalize, get an easy 3 stars. These dragons go right across the space, they keep a nice good line, they clean it up, boom, another 3 stars. Okay, last replay here I'm going to show you is a Town Hall 8 versus a Town Hall 8. I know this is supposed to be a Town Hall 7 video, but I just wanted to throw one more example in here of funneling the dragons, and also to give you guys an example of what's called a southern teaser. That's this style of base. And when you attack this style of base, you have to attack it from the side. You can't go from the top or the bottom. So, got the barb king going down here on the bottom, going to clear out all those buildings, so the dragons will be the closest they can to the air defenses without being distracted by, a dark elixir storage or something like that. So, the other cool thing with Town Hall 8, and I'll do a Town Hall 8 dragon attack video, and some other Town Hall 8 attacks. So definitely stay tuned. I'll get some more videos posted as soon as I can. Got the rage going up here. The rage, those dragons are raging on the air defense at the top, and you got one dragon going on the air defense at the bottom. And this base is getting wiped out pretty quick. Dobie did a pretty good job. She's been doing better in war, so I got to give her some credit. I'm gonna put this video up here, and boom, she got 3 stars. And we actually really needed this base taken care of in this particular war, so that worked out really well. We ended up winning the war. Alright guys, this video's been going on for 17 minutes. Holy crap. I hope you learned something. To my clan, I want to see good attacks. Practice your dragon attacks. Practice funneling the dragons. I'm out.